So I stopped at Domino's just to get a pizza so I could go home and veg out. And while I was there, somebody called the cops that I was drunk, got pulled over on the way home. He came up to my window. I refused to do any sobriety tests. I'm like, if you want, I'll do a breathalyzer, but I'm not doing any tests. Had I done it, I would have went to jail, I'm sure, but...
Eric's a fighter. He's really working hard. He works out every day. He believes that keeping his physical strength will help him as he progresses. And he really has become an inspiration.
Most ataxians aren't as vocal as myself.
Everyone knows what cancer is, but ataxia is one of those things that unless you know somebody who has it, you probably have no idea what it is.
I don't walk normally, I don't stand normally, I don't move my hands normally. I think that should be easy for people to see, but people don't see it, I guess.
This was a kid who never had a direction in his life and didn't know where he wanted to go or what he wanted to do. And the military was his gift. He was so proud to serve our country.
I went in the Army as a scout, so my job was reconnaissance and security. Re-enlisted 3 different times, stayed in the Army. I loved it. Had I not gotten orders to go to Iraq, I probably could last another 2 or 3 years before anybody really started questioning me.
As the phone call went, "Hi Kay, it's Eric. We're supposed to be deployed, and I know that I have ataxia."
I had to speak up then. You do it for the guy standing next to you. So I fessed up and I just told my ex I have ataxia. They had no idea what I was talking about, no idea what it was. Did a blood test. I got a phone call that said, yeah, you have ataxia. That was it.
When Eric was diagnosed with ataxia, it really was shocking. He was always active. He didn't really show the symptoms I would have expected to see growing up. I remember when I was probably about 10 years old and I was walking with my girlfriends and we were balancing on the curb. I had a hard time, and at that point I remember in my head thinking, I have my grandma's disease.
The only way to tell that a person has ataxia is to examine them clinically to see the incoordination in the movement of the eyes, of the arms, and walking. The definite diagnosis is made by genetic testing. The diagnosis of spinocerebellar ataxia type 2 was confirmed in the Pogulis family. In earlier generations, it came from Eric's mother and her grandmother. If one parent is affected, there is a 50% chance that the offspring will be affected. You need only 1 copy of the faulty gene to cause the disease.
I love kids. I totally want kids. I changed my mind. I did want kids because even not just being worried about passing it on, not being able to give 100% as a father is what got to me.
I guess if there's a silver lining, it brought him home and we did become closer. But I could definitely see his disappointment and not being able to get to do what he wanted to do.
Even though I'm as stubborn as I can be, and everybody will tell you I'm stubborn, there comes a time when we'll rely on other people, whether we want to or not.